Hello bookworms, I'm Becca, and today I'm going to be doing a spoiler-free review of Anatomy of a Scandal by Sarah Vaughan. I was graciously sent this from Simon Schuster in exchange for an honest review, so thank you so much for sending me this book, and it is set to release on January 23rd, so that's coming right up. The ARC bind-up of this book was really unique too, because I don't know if you noticed, but I'm showing you guys the back cover because that's where they have the actual cover displayed, and then on the front of the book where the title usually is actually like the tagline or something that you would find on the back. So that is way different than any other ARC that I've read so far, and I thought that that was really unique. Anatomy of a Scandal is an adult thriller in which we follow two different women. The first being Sophie, whose husband James is a very charismatic public figure, and he has just been accused of a really terrible crime. I don't think it's really any spoilers because this is the whole premise of the book, but James got caught having an affair with a secretary who later came out with allegations of rape against him. So Sophie really has to grapple with this information and going through the whole court trial. That is where Kate comes in, who's our second lady that we follow. She is hired as the lawyer that's going to be prosecuting the case, and basically she is hell-bent on proving that James is guilty. Overall, I think that Sarah Vaughan did an absolutely brilliant job of weaving a very atmospheric story full of different twists and turns, and I really enjoyed reading it. Like I said, the writing is absolutely stunning, and I thought that the characters were really well developed as well. The mystery in the story is very slow burning, and typically I opt to read more fast-paced thrillers, but if you want a really juicy, slow-burning mystery, then this is definitely the book for you. I wasn't expecting the writing to be as intellectual as it was, and honestly, I had a hard time keeping up with the writing and what was going on in the book. Some of the acronyms and phrases that were used were a little above my understanding, especially because this book is set in England, so it's talking about the parliament system, which I don't really have that much knowledge on. The writing of this book really reminded me of one of my favorite adult series, which is A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. I remember when I read that book, it made me feel very grown up to be reading a more intellectual style of writing, and this book made me feel the same way. Even though at times I had kind of a difficult time keeping up with what was going on in the story, this book was still a page turner, and I did not want to put it down. I was addicted to the story, and I wanted to find out what was going on, and I think that that says a lot about the way that Sarah Vaughan has set up the story, because even though there were times that I really didn't know what was going on, I still kept reading, and I was like, it's fine, I don't even care, I just want to keep going. The story is so good. So overall, I would maybe recommend this book for a slightly older audience than myself. Even though I am 25, I do read a majority of YA novels, so I'm used to that style of writing. However, I think that it was really good for me to branch out and read this different style of writing because it got me out of my comfort zone. I know that a lot of the women in my family like reading thrillers of this sort, so I can definitely see myself passing along my copy to other people in my family who I think would really enjoy the story. So overall, on Goodreads, I did give Anatomy of a Scandal by Sarah Vaughan 2 out of 5 stars, but I think that I would even bump it up to 3 out of 5 stars. Even though it wasn't necessarily my cup of tea, I can definitely see how so many people are going to love this book when it comes out, and I cannot wait to see other people's thoughts and feelings on it. It was just so juicy. I'm having a hard time waiting for other people to read it. It's like when you have a really juicy piece of gossip or drama and you just want to tell the world about it. that's what reading this book was like. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my spoiler-free review of Anatomy of a Scandal by Sarah Vaughan. Actually, they sent me 2 copies of this book by mistake, so I decided that I would be giving away this copy of Anatomy of a Scandal. If you'd like to enter this giveaway, all you need to do is comment down below. Tell me what your favorite thriller or mystery is. It can be YA, it can be middle grade, it can be adult, it can be a movie, whatever you like. Your favorite mystery thriller. Leave it down below in the comments if you would like to enter the giveaway to win your very own copy of Anatomy of a Scandal, and this is open internationally because that's what I'm doing here.